So everyone, wrestling, got the boots, you know we mean business. My wrestling is English wrestling. We don't wrestle. We don't wrestle in high school. So I learned wrestling from videos from pre-YouTube, pictures, and then there was a picture here, maybe some text on grapplearts.com. So I've had to do things wrong and then relearn. And I remember I watched a lot of Daryl Golar stuff. He was the coach at BTT at the time, back in the Rio days of when BTT was the team to beat. And watched his double leg stuff, and it shaped the way I did a shot for a long time. But I always struggled, and I could never figure out how what I was doing wrong. I'm a very tall person, got a very long neck. I had a lot of back problems. Those who know me know prior to a year or two ago when I had surgery on my back, I had a lot of back problems, and I couldn't do a good morning, even with my own weight. And if I got into a bad wrestler's shot and got sprawled on, that was it, it was game over, okay? So this is the way that I used to shoot. You know, we'd be here, be in double leg distance, and I would level change, and I would, you know, penetrate, and then I would step up and try and finish my double leg. So there's a lot wrong there, okay? Those of you who are wrestlers already, please, in the comments, that's fucking awful. All right, we've changed it. That's what used to happen. And what used to happen was, I used to think, I'm not wrestling for wrestling, I'm wrestling for jiu-jitsu. Protect my neck, okay? So I didn't want to be in any, you know, kind of positions like this in case, you know, I was gonna get guillotined, okay? So as I level changed, I used to level change very much like this, okay? Very upright in the chest, very chest up, very head up, okay? And what used to happen was, I didn't get guillotined, great. But as a combination of being very chest up and stepping a little bit too far forward, what used to happen was I would get knocked back and end up getting sprawled on very hard. Them just putting their hips in would be enough to stop my shot. I had no power in my shot. I would try and hit the guy and I would end up something like this, and then he'd sprawl on me, and then I'd, you know, just pull guard, try and save my back, all right? So my shot was terrible. Then I watched the Daryl Golar video, and I was still kind of upright, but my shot got a little bit better. It was a little bit more bent over, still kind of upright, still kind of chest up, still kind of head up. And the other problem I had was covering distance. Now, if this was back when I was doing a lot of MMA, okay? So in MMA, it's not often in here and then getting good penetration onto double legs, all right? So what used to happen was I'd be a little bit further away and I'd level change, and now I've got a huge distance to cover, and Daryl was, I think he was like, just step, okay? So level change, and then step, and then you could then shoot if you wanted, or whatever, okay? But if you watch me, I can never get this to work. Now please, feel free in the comments, if you know how to get this to work, help us out, you know? But I could never get it to work, because what happened was, I would level change, and then step. But watch my head. Do you see how to step, I had to undo my level change. So I would go down, and then as I went in, I would end up with my head coming back higher. And I was never able to generate any power off of this, and it was slow and messed up. So I would be here, and then try and step, and hit my power double or my double, and it just never worked. So lots of things were going wrong, and I could never tell what exactly was going wrong. Until I watched a video by, I think it's DPS Breakdowns. It's a fantastic channel, pure wrestling, okay? And it was a breakdown of Jordan Burroughs. Now, if you're gonna steal from someone, steal from the best, all right? And now I'm not saying that I've got this 100% perfect, but it's completely changed the way I do a double leg, okay? It's completely changed the way I level change and penetrate and shoot, and it's completely changed the way I have my hand position, watching these breakdowns, watching these high-level wrestlers. And what I always used to think was that wrestling's wrestling, jiu-jitsu's jiu-jitsu, and if we're going to take the wrestling, we have to really adapt it to protect ourselves when we bring in submissions, guillotines, etc., etc. And now, as I've got better at jiu-jitsu, what I kind of believe now is I don't really need to change very much at all, okay? So I've been doing a lot of wrestling with submissions, doing the pure wrestling shot, all right? And I don't feel my neck is in danger, okay? I don't feel done correctly, that I'm in danger of these submissions. So I'm not having to change a huge amount now, okay? This is the way that I'm shooting now, okay? Still in a reasonable distance, okay? Let's say I'm a little bit further away. Here, stagger stance. I shoot off my left just for MMA purposes. Sometimes when I'm wrestling, I will also wrestle off a righty. All right? This was how it used to be. Very upright, almost like I'm Ricardo Arona, boxing back in Pride. Okay? We're not going to do that anymore. What I'm going to do is split level change. Okay? And this was a game changer to me, because now I don't have to level change and then step. Okay? I could never get that to work, level change and then step. So what I'm doing is stepping as I level change. And now I'm close enough that I could get some impact on my shot. Okay? And it's still a work in progress, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better. So the good thing about the level changes, I can choose where I want to go. So this foot is mobile. If I want to shoot more over here on my level change, I can change, can change. Power's coming from my back foot. My chest is going to my knee. All right? So before, chest nowhere near the knee, you can see how if he just pushes on my head, push on my head, it's very difficult for me to resist that. But from here, if he pushes on my head, I'm very, very, I'm able to generate some force going forward. Now, at the moment, my mistake that I make sometimes is that I just split a bit too much. And obviously, I've got no power to be generated there. So I want this foot to move forward, this foot to move back. I've covered some distance. So if I was very far away, I'm able to get a lot closer look and start hitting that. Chest to knee. And you say to yourself, yeah, but your neck's in danger. It's not. The danger's going to come later once I enter in on the shot. And if my hips don't come with me, yes, I might be in danger. But I'm looking up. So it's chest to knee, but I'm still looking forward. Okay? There's no guillotine here. Now, if I was to start looking down, this is where I'm going to get into trouble. But from here, if I start to get into good positions now where my hips are coming through, try and guillotine, my head is up, my hips are in. No guillotine. And this is what I didn't understand as a beginner wrestler, as a beginner jiu-jitsu guy. I always thought, I need to protect myself throughout the whole thing, okay? The protection's only at the end. And if you're a good wrestler and you finish that takedown, he's not going to grab something in the way, you know, in the middle. So, I'm just going to slow that. I'm not going to run cuts through the wall. It's going to be nice. All right, so I'm close enough to shoot. Well, there's some distance here. If I was just to level change and penetrate, my head is up, but my hips aren't in, okay? I would prefer, you see, to be a bit closer. And then we'll talk about the hands as well. So, chest to knee, I've covered more distance. So now I'm able to get a penetration where I'm physically hitting it. And I'm not stepping up too far, okay? Before I was kind of stepping to here, now I'm stepping to here. That's going to allow me to finish my double leg. If he just hips into me, I have a push. If he hips into me here, I'm going to get knocked backwards. So that was another big thing that I changed. Now remember on old tapes, it used to be just grab the legs. Okay, so you get into here and they talk about grabbing the legs here. But if he sprawls hard, I end up in a bad time. And when I had my bad back, that was really bad for me. And I remember watching something or reading something, and it talked about doing a karate chop on the back of the knees. And that worked better. He tries to sprawl now, here. But I found it was a bit intensive on my arms. And against strong guys, explosive guys, it was very difficult. And then recently, after the shot, the change, boom. Now I'm starting to wrap like a grapevine and bring my lats into play. So my hips are in, my head is up, my lats are engaged. He tries to sprawl now. Very, very difficult for him, okay? So all of these minor differences added up have made a huge difference now. So I never used to do double legs. You watch my previous videos, it was all low singles, ankle picks, things like that, foot sweeps, very low commitment stuff, not really getting in with the shot. Now it's changed because my shot is a lot better. Okay, still not perfect, right? Critique in the comments, but it's improving, okay? And I'm always up for constructive criticism from good wrestlers. Help me out, okay? So, chest to knee, split stance, that's covered my distance, look. And my head is still up, okay? Do not look down, you're gonna get pushed down, and you're gonna get sprawled on. Here, now I can hit my shot, I can hit my power double, and I'm grapevining with my arms. Okay, this has made a huge difference to my wrestling. So, just wanted to make this video because it's a good video just from a technical point of view. Check out DPS breakdowns. It's a fantastic breakdown of actual high-level wrestlers using that actual footage of high-level wrestlers. I'm just relaying some of that. But it's also good to let you know that no one's perfect. I'm still a work in progress. We're all a work in progress. We can all get better if we just have an open mind to things. And don't be prepared to change. This is a huge change. And I've had to come into my classes and tell these guys, we don't do that no more. We don't do chop, we don't do chest up. We're changing, right? So have the courage if you want. I'm so brave. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag blessed, brave. Yeah, don't do that. All right, but have the courage to change, yeah? To take what you're doing, evaluate it, and say, right, we need to make sweeping changes. Now, I'd love if we had proper wrestling in the UK, it'd be amazing. We don't anymore, so we've got to make do. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment down below. Yeah, leave me some constructive criticism, things to look for, things to go to next. I always appreciate the feedback. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks to Cuz. See you guys again.